Dr. Disrespect having to go through a drive-by shooting on his house leads us to have a conversation that is desperate, because we've no longer hit the point of just civil conversation. We've hit a point of this is flat out domestic terrorism. Now, I want to give full disclosure and say, I get it. It's funny sometimes. It's funny to mess with streamers. But there is a level. There is a time and a place and how far. And this is to the highest point short of bombing somebody's house. This cannot go on any longer. And I want to root this into a very specific issue, which is we don't respect life anymore. Nobody respects it. Like, it is a terrifying thought to be sitting here and then somebody could shoot through my window right now and have no remorse, no punishment for it. And we treat these people online that are streaming and entertaining us like, oh well, so what? That's what they signed up for. It's like saying a police officer, H3, is entitled to get stabbed by somebody. That's not at all how this works. But I'm gonna play the clip for you right now about what happened with Dr. Disrespect getting shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta fucking end the broadcast right now. Someone shot at our house, broke the fucking upstairs window. This is the second shot. Someone shot yesterday at our fucking house. And someone shot again right now and connected with the house upstairs, right? You're driving by, right? You pussy.
I mean, I don't know how he's not terrified. I don't know how he just didn't turn the stream off and immediately try to chase out the guy with the gun or call the cops immediately. I have no idea how he didn't do that, but all the props to him for doing that. And what I really want to say is that with this whole lack of respecting people, there needs to be a cause for this. And I don't want to blame anyone or any specific thing, but I really do think it's coming down to social media and the way that people treat entertainers, as if there's some jockey, some lackey that you have to give a thing. That's what you're expected to do. You entertain us, so you entertain us 24/7. No, that's just not how life works. And I just want everyone to imagine that for even a moment, to think that you could be sleeping peacefully in the middle of the night, just dead asleep. Somebody could break into your house without you knowing. That makes it even more terrifying, and kill you because you decide to make videos on the internet, because you decide to talk to people on social media. There needs to be some sort of rude awakening for people who don't respect life, who don't understand that life is actually worth living in most cases, and to lose somebody's life is tragic in any capacity. And I want to give a little warning out there to all you would-be's and wannabes, trollers. Because here's the thing. I'm an original troll, man. I know the gimmicks. I know the tricks. Y'all are sloppy. It is so easy to track everything you guys do. Oh, just because you got a VPN on. Oh, wow, that's so effective. It's not really. So a forewarning to anybody who thinks that DDoSing or swatting or attacking somebody is cool. You're sloppy. And guess what? In most circumstances now, the police know how to get a hold of you. The people who track this stuff, myself included, know how to get a hold of you, know how to find out where you are. And you are playing with fire now. My favorite example being Keemstar being swatted so many times that the police just do a quick drive-by, and guess what? You risked 20 years of your life in prison for the police to literally be like, knock, 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 hey, guess what? There was another call by K. Like, you risked a 20-year sentence, life in prison, for 5 seconds of somebody else's life. So if that doesn't give you enough of an indication not to do this anymore, I don't know what will. And the only thing I can think of is starting to bring up education and tell people, it's like, hey, it's kind of a really bad thing to sit here and worry about my daughter being shot at while sleeping. Like, who are you? And I get it. I love messing with people. It's one of my favorite things to do. I would never threaten somebody or just do something as heinous as that. So if there's a positive I want to leave this note on, is that if you're a streamer, or if hopefully doctors suspect, you know, like, get cameras. It's so easy to set up IP cameras that just track everything that's going on, and any dumb fuck who decides to shoot at you, done. You got a license plate, you got a face. It's so easy, it's so cheap, it's so affordable. For those of you who are DDoSers, there's tons of applications and programs out there to counter that shit. Maybe not necessarily to counter the actual DDoS attack, but to track where the locations are coming from. To those idiots who like to post their crap online and not know how to protect themselves, guess what? There are IP tracers and all that crap. Don't do it. Like, you wouldn't want it happening to you. Don't do it to other people. And I get it. I know people who have done stuff like that. They've never done anything as crazy as swatting somebody. But the light pranks, there's those light pranks that happen. It's funny. I get it. There is an acceptable limit, though. You cannot do this anymore, people. Because when you do this to somebody else, let's say you roll up on somebody's house, what's to stop them from beating you up the second you enter their premises without any warning, anything? Like, if you run up on somebody in the middle of the street, what's to stop them from defending themselves and punching you or destroying you? Because a lot of these streamers have hit that point where they have to carry weapons to protect themselves from people they don't know are crazy or not. Have a little respect.